Hello everyone. Today we're going to be working with ratio tables and our method to find the missing values in the ratio tables today is going to be looking for a pattern between the two units in the table. Okay, so there are different ways to find missing values in ratio tables, but again today we're going to be looking for a pattern between the units in the tables. Okay. So today, this first ratio table that we have here, and remember in a ratio table, all of the ratios within that table are equal, okay? So that's really important. So we're looking at a ratio table that compares drinks sold in the cafeteria over a certain number of minutes. So we can see here that in 15 minutes, 30 drinks were sold, and that in 35 minutes, 70 drinks were sold. And here we're saying if 60 drinks were sold, how many minutes did that take? And in 20 minutes, how many drinks were sold? So we want to find what goes in X and in Y here. So again, we're going to be looking at the relationship here between minutes and drinks sold. Between minutes and drinks sold. So I'm going to look at my values here. I see I have a 15 and a 30. And I notice that 30 is 15 times 2, right? And if I take 30 and divide it by 2, then I'm going to get 15, okay? I also notice that 35 and 70 have the same relationship. 35 times 2 is 70, and 70 divided by 2 is 35. So it looks here like if you take your minutes times 2, you get your drink sold. And if you take your drink sold and divide that number by 2, you get your minutes. Okay, so I, like a good mathematician, I'm going to write this rule out for myself so I know that I have it in front of me and I know that I can use it to fill in my missing values. So again here, I know my minutes times 2 give me my drinks sold. And going the opposite way, I know my drinks sold divided by 2 will give me my minutes, okay? So I can use these rules now to help me find X and Y, okay? So here I have my drink sold and I need to know how many minutes that was, okay? So notice here that when our arrow starts at the bottom, it's a division arrow by 2. So because I have my value at the bottom here, I know this is going to be divided by 2. Okay, so X here is going to be equal to 30. Okay, so that means when 60 drinks are sold, it takes 30 minutes. When 60 drinks are sold, it takes 30 minutes, right? And I know that because of these rules that I wrote for myself, right? My minutes times 2 give me my drinks sold. So 30 times 2 does equal 60. So I know based on this rule that I wrote for myself and the arrows that I drew in my table that 30 is correct for X, okay? Now I want to come over here and find Y. So in 20 minutes, how many drinks are sold, okay? So I see here that when I have a value at the top, my arrow going to the bottom says times 2. So 20 times 2 is going to give me Y, which is going to be equal to 40. Okay, so I know in 20 minutes, 40 drinks are sold. Try the other problems in the Google form. And again, you make sure you're looking for the relationship between the values in the table, right? You're looking for a pattern, and then just follow that pattern throughout the table.